Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2022. This is Newdeath Gaming. My name is Michael Gray. My pronouns are he, him. I am blind and visually impaired, and you are on the channel on YouTube that caters for those who are blind and visually impaired. And we make it a point to make sure that you are happy. And when I say we, I mean me. And that I try to make sure that everything on my channel is 100% accessible. And I think I pretty much accomplished that. And it's been a wonderful 2021. Welcome to 2022. And to start off the very first day of 2022, we're going to have a first listen, a brand new type of program I've started on the channel late last year where I would find a new indie builder, RPG, roguelike, whatever, and I'd let you get a first listen of it, let you kind of feel it, let you hear it, let you touch it. It isn't about visuals to me. It's never about visuals to me. It's about accessibility. It's about tactile feel. It's about interface. It's about how, as a completely blind person, I can interact with the game, play it right out of the box. I am still that good old fashioned nerdy 1970s, 80s kind of kid who was playing Atari 1600 right out of the box or finding a cartridge that somebody threw away because they hated it so bad. So I'm all about being able to play something right out of the box. That's the key. So on my first listens, I'm definitely listening for things like problems and bugs and accessibility. I'm listening for music, controls, interface options. It's mostly like that because of my audience, because who we are on this channel. I love to give feedback to devs. I love to get feedback from my subscribers. The best gift any of you could ever give me is a subscription. I appreciate it. Love you for it. Thank you very much. It's very important. Helps the channel grow. Sharing this content with those you think might like it is always awesome. And please throw that big, juicy like up there and get the year rolling off on positive. All positive. You know what I'm saying? And thank you very much for coming. So let's get right into Evelyn's Farm, which was the developer of the game is James Center, very well known for Nano Empire, which I've beaten several times. Uh, Very talented, genius dev, definitely makes accessible games for the blind and visually impaired. I have the highest respect for James Center. Yes, I cannot wait to try this title out. I have not done any prep. I don't believe in doing any prep. I don't believe in prepping before playing an accessible game. If the game isn't accessible out the box, you'll know exactly because when we play it right now, you'll know it's not accessible if I can't make it work. Now, there will be problems, and I'm not here to be negative about games. I'm never negative about any game I play. I might point out a bug because I want the developer to fix it, make it better, because I want to play it more. But I tell you, I put hundreds and thousands of hours into accessible games. So I'm not afraid to state to a developer, even if I'm not sponsored by them, even if I am sponsored by them, I would always state what exactly is going on and what can be improved. I stand by those rules and I will always hold myself to the highest level possible. And when I rate games, it's fair. It's going to be precise if I can. It's going to be based on comparisons to other comparable games. I certainly don't compare apples to oranges, but if a game has accessibility issues and we know that from other titles this is a fixable thing, then I will mention that this is a fixable thing. Don't take that to me to mean that I'm being snarky or sarcastic. I'm not. That's the last thing in the world I want to be. That is not my goal and mission. My goal and mission is to be positive. Every single developer is amazing. Every game is outstanding. Every game comes in with an A plus and leaves with one. To be able to reach out toward my community is an awesome thing. And I'm never going to do anything negative about that. I appreciate all the devs. And with all that wonderful things said, let's get into Evelyn's Farm, which is spelled capital EVELYN apostrophe S space capital FARM. It is listed as an adventure. It is available on iOS. You can find it in my description. All right, let's get going here. Now, the first thing I did was, I also need to let you know the game is $3. Please, if you do purchase this game, please mention that you heard about this game on one of Newdeath Gaming's first listens. Let James Center know how much this channel helps you. I also have done a previous game from James Center called Nano Empire. I did about a good 4 or 5 episode playthrough of it. I've beaten Nano Empire several times. I actually should go back and play it again, but I might do that. But I have beat it already, so it wasn't really much incentive for me to go back and play it again. But definitely, if you want to hear more games by James Center, check out Nano Empire. It is on the channel, and I will link it in the description, just so you can find it. I will throw it in there. There's a lot of links in my description, so sorry it's a little cluttered. I tried to keep it as clean as possible. I probably need to go in there and clean it out again for the new year. Maybe it's time to clean out my closet and stuff in the new year. I have my trusty cup of coffee brewed by LWS. That's the brand that we trust. That is life with Sweetie Belle, if you don't know. She's got a couple videos popping off this week. Definitely check out her New Year's resolution video and check out her Western drama. I do believe she's coming up to the 3/4 mark of that series, or No Mistakes, No Commentary playthrough. It's like a movie. Definitely watch it. It's really good. I've already seen it and listened to the whole thing, so it's quite enjoyable. I get to hear all LWS's stuff live, so it's pretty much good for me. All right, let's go with starting off here. Top of the screen, we're just going to kind of get a feel for the app a little bit.
Menu, button, knowledge, 15. Menu, $0 plus 0/S.
$0 plus 0 something S. Okay, all right. That sounds like our money. Okay, so that's our money.
Menu, button.
Okay, we got a menu button. We'll probably pop that down.
Knowledge, 15.
Knowledge is 15. I want to assume this is probably intelligence if we were thinking 5th edition.
Strength, 15.
Typical attributes, strength, that speaks for itself.
To raise money for college, you have agreed to help an old lady, Evelyn, with the harvest.
Okay, to get money for college, we've agreed to help a old lady. We probably could change that word from old to probably a lady. I don't think old matters. You might have to help it. I don't think age is a thing. Not a big deal. It doesn't matter, though. It isn't a huge deal. No big deal. So we have to help an old lady.
Exclamation mark. Talk to Evelyn.
All right, we got to talk to Evelyn. Great.
Progress, 0%.
Okay, good. We have a progress bar. We have to talk to Evelyn. We're a college student, so we don't have an age, and it doesn't look like we're creating an account name or anything. So that's already the first A plus, because, how I hate creating all that stuff whenever you have to start a game. Create an account, take a picture of your face. Do you want to connect to Facebook? Do you want to connect to this? Do you want to connect to that? Let us share your media let us share your information with the whole world and spread your private information around the internet. I love that we don't have to do any of that. All right, so our progress.
Exclamation mark. Go to college. Progress, 0%. Progress.
Okay, go to college.
Exclamation mark. Go to college. Progress, 0%. Exclamation mark. Go to progress, 0%. Progress. Exclamation mark. Go to college.
Okay, I don't know if these are buttons. Let's look for buttons. I don't know if these are... See, sometimes buttons are hidden. That That isn't a big issue though, but I'm going to find if there are buttons first. I'm not complaining. Just hear me out. I'm just feeling around, okay? I haven't opened this game. I started the recording the first time I've ever opened the game. I don't prep for a game out of the box. That's why it's called a first listen. I do these indie games, roguelikes. I do all the games on the first listen. The first time I hear it is the first time you're hearing it if you're watching this.
Progress. 0%. Exclamation mark. Talk to raise strength. Knowledge. Menu. Button. $0 plus menu. Knowledge. 15. Strength. 15. To raise money for college. You have agreed to help an old lady. Evelyn. With the harvest.
I'm going to open a menu, find out what's there.
Strength. 15. Knowledge. 15. Menu. Button.
Oh, there's a button. So let's open up the menu.
Back. Button. Game guide. Button.
Oh, cool. We got a whole game guide here. I don't know how much of this we're going to go through because I do want to get into some gameplay. But let's briefly look over the menu.
Rate/review. Button.
Okay, so it's typical rate/review, which we will do after we do the first listen.
Game guide. Button. Game guide. Back. Button. Game guide. Button.
There's a game guide.
Rate/review. Button.
Rate/review.
More games. Button.
Oh, I love it when devs give you a link to more of their games. That is one of my favorite things that devs do. I wish more devs would do that, especially when it comes to games that are accessible to the blind and visually impaired. So it's easy for me to find more titles from great developers.
Knowledge and strength are the amount per tap you contribute to the respective tasks.
Knowledge and strength are the... Let me turn my speaking rate down a little bit more.
Speaking rate, 70%, 65%, words.
It's even a little faster for me. I don't know why. Maybe my brain is a little slow after New Year's Eve.
More games. Knowledge and strength are the amount per tap you contribute to the respective tasks.
Okay, knowledge and strength are the scores you contribute to the task. Okay, that's good to know.
More games. But knowledge and strength are the amount per tap you contribute to the respective tasks.
Is that a button?
Knowledge and strength are the amount per tap you contribute to the respective tasks. More games. Knowledge and strength are the amount per tap you contribute to the respective tasks.
Oh, okay. So I don't know what that really means. We'll just keep moving here.
More games. Button. Rate/review. Button. Game guide. Button.
Let's pull up the game guide.
Game guide. Safari.
Oh, we're going to go
loaded.
to Safari? No. All right, we're going to go to... Okay, it would be nice if it told us we're going to go to Safari.
Evelyn's Farm. Evelyn's Farm. Heading level 1. Article. App Store badge _light. Link. Image.
All right. We
Cassette, credit
we
card,
didn't
logo
really
other.
want to
Download
go
on the
to
App
Safari.
Store. Evelyn's Farm.
Okay, that's
Double
not
tap
good.
to open. Swordy Quest. 1. Future Dungeons. Evelyn's Farm. Page 4 of Evelyn's Farm.
Okay.
Evelyn's Farm. Back. Rate/review. Button.
All right, well, that not great. I don't want to be dragged to an off-site thing without knowledge. I always prefer if they would tell us, hey, we're going to take you to an off-site of the game. I don't mind guides being outside of the game. It makes the game smaller, and if you are a person who has a phone with limited memory, having things like the hints guides, which is old school term for like the guide. Let me stealing a sip of coffee here. Having the guide off site of the app is great for people. I've had a phone with very little memory in the past. It was my 8, and every little bit of memory hurt. Like I literally had to keep almost everything in the cloud, and I literally had to keep everything just off. I did not want that stuff on my phone. So I appreciate that James Center has placed a guide, but we're not going to go through that guide. I guess we're going to have to guess around here. Let's go back. We're not going to rate. I know that will take me straight to the App Store.
Game guide. Back. Button.
Let's go back.
$0 plus 0/S.
All right, so we are not going to get that help. We do know something. Knowledge and strength are going to increase tabs or something like that. Okay.
Menu. Button. Knowledge. 15.
All right, knowledge is 15. I'm going to double tap all these to make sure there's no secret buttons.
Knowledge. 15.
Nothing there.
Strength. 15.
Double tap.
Strength. 15.
Nothing there.
To raise money for college, you have agreed to help an old lady, Evelyn, with the harvest.
Double tap.
To raise money for college, you have agreed to help an old lady, Evelyn, with the harvest.
So double tapping the there's basically an invisible NPC here talking to us. So we're getting this like floating text that's kind of telling us what we're here to do. This is our mission, which is fine.
Progress 0%.
Double tap.
Talk to Evelyn.
All right, I double tapped on progress, and then it said talk to Evelyn.
Talk to Evelyn. Evelyn welcomes you into her decaying, once opulent farmhouse and offers you a cold drink.
Oh, it moved the story along. Okay, so it is a story, seems like a story adventure style RPG. I think it is going to have a little bit of simulation kind of activity going on in it. So, and also, which has been really not very many games have done the idle RPG style. I love idle RPGs. I don't know about you, but I like to drink coffee, listen to Netflix, and play a game at the same time. So there's nothing I like better than an idle RPG that does the work for me. We'll find out how much decision making we get to make here.
0/100 knowledge. Evelyn welcomes you into her decaying, once opulent farmhouse and offers you a cold drink.
Poor Evelyn. Your farm is in bad shape. Okay. So Evelyn offers us a cold drink. Okay.
Talk to Evelyn. Talk to Evelyn.
And if I swipe back to the left, I get doink and I get talk to Evelyn. And more buttons would be great.
Evelyn welcomes you into her decaying, once opulent farmhouse and offers you a cold drink.
The description is well. The English is well done. Grammar is good. So far everything's pretty clean.
0/100 knowledge.
0/100 knowledge. I don't know what that means.
Progress 0%.
But I do believe it's related to what I've done. So if I fill up that 0 out of 100, it will most likely progress the story more.
Work button. Progress 0%. 0/100 knowledge. Progress 0%. Work button.
Oh, there's a work button. There we go. So this must mean we're going to help her work.
Back button. Back button.
And there's a back button. All right, so let's help Evelyn. Let's find out. So far, no sounds whatsoever. There was no intro, no sounds, no controls to worry about in that sense.
Work button.
Let's hit that work button.
Work.
Okay. It'd be nice if we had a little bit of an acknowledgement if something happened.
Back button. Back button. Work. Progress 30%.
All right. Our percentage did go up.
30/100. Evelyn welcomes you into her decaying, once opulent. Talk to Evelyn.
All right. It seems like we're going to just do kind of an RP-ish kind of thing where we keep pushing a button until we complete the job. And after we get to a certain percentage, it seems like what will happen is the project will be completed.
Evelyn welcomes you into her decaying. 30/100 knowledge.
All right. We need to continue to work. Work will increase our knowledge.
Progress 30%. Work button. Back button. Back. Work button.
Let's work again.
Work. Progress 60%. 60/100 knowledge.
All right. Our knowledge is going up.
Progress. Work button.
Let's work again.
Work.
And I guess we'll just do it again.
Work. Thank you so much for offering to help. I just can't handle everything on my own anymore. Trust me, I'll make this worth your while. Why don't you start in the pumpkin patch?
Oh, how
Unlock. Pick
cute.
pumpkins.
Oh, we just unlocked Pick Pumpkins. How adorable. That's cute. Now, I really like the NPCs are, when you complete a task, immediately begin speaking to you. That's a very big A+. Pardon me while I sip another sip of stolen coffee. Yes, I do love it when the NPCs find you. There's so many accessible games where you have to search and search and search to speak to the NPC. And this one does it really well. Yeah, it's a little loose, but it's cool.
Continue button. Thank you. Talk to Evelyn. Talk to Evelyn. Thank you so much for offering to help. I just can't handle everything on my own anymore. Trust me, I'll make this worth your while. Why don't you start in the pumpkin patch?
So sounds like
Unlock.
we
Pick
are.
pumpkins.
We don't have a contract. We're gonna work under the table. Yeah, that's cool. We're trying to make a little money. Uncle Sam, get off our back.
Continue button. Continue.
All
button.
right, and I've swiped. I do love the frame. The frame is solid. A lot of times with accessible games, you can pull and jerk out of the frame of the interface, which is very undesirable. That's an A plus across the board. Good job. For accessible gaming, you're often using your fingers, not your. You're not using your eyes for the most part. If you're visually impaired, you might be doing both. But for me, totally blind, I'm using my hearing to navigate. So the tighter the framing of the UI is, which means that I can't exit the game by touching the wrong part of the screen. Often games will let you touch the status bar, which will yank you out of the game because most phones, you touch the status bar, they think you're ready to party. They're going to yank you out real fast. Or you touch an edge of the screen, it will yank you into your page that you're on your smart device or tablet. That's never very good. So, yes, having a tight frame that doesn't just let you fall out of the particular game, doesn't break your immersion, let you really feel like you're inside of the game, makes it feel really tight and structured and clean. I love that. I love that feel.
Continue. Button.
And in the continue with a button, everything is got perfect English. It is clean and you can hear the button. You have the message saying that you're at the end of the field, so there's no need to guess. Um, I'll check for tabs and headers and all that stuff in a second. I'll check for vertical navigation. I'm gonna do all those checks. Don't worry.
Thank you so much. Continue. Button.
Let's hit that continue.
Continue. $0 plus 0/S.
Okay, $0 plus 0/S. Now I don't know what the /S means. I don't know if that's silver or is that a special other currency?
Menu. Button.
All right, we know menu just takes us to the guide.
Knowledge. 15.
Oh, our knowledge went up. So now we have knowledge. Because we completed a task, it seems like we've improved one of our stats, which is knowledge.
Strength. 15.
And we've improved our strength stat to 15, which is nice.
To raise money for college, you have agreed to help an old lady, Evelyn.
And
with the
now
harvest.
we still have our mission statement. We probably want to grab that and change it or alter it. It should update itself. We've already decided to help her, so why does it keep telling us that? So I'm thinking this is an overall quest goalpost. So, it's often in games that there's a goalpost. In this game, so we don't have to go looking around, listening around for the primary quest giver. We're always going to hear what our primary quest is to help the old lady.
Pick pumpkins.
All right, now we've opened up picking pumpkins.
Progress. 0%. Exclamation mark. Talk to Evelyn.
Okay, so here's where it's not confusing, but search around when you're playing. You're going to want to swipe to your right to hear all the possible options on the page. So let's give our first tries. Let's find out if 2-finger swipe down reads the whole screen.
Exclamation mark. Talk to Evelyn. Progress. 0%. Exclamation mark. Go to college. Progress. 0%.
All right. 2-finger swipe down does let you hear the entire page. Let's 4-finger tap the top.
$0 plus 0/S.
Yep, that works. 4-finger tap the bottom.
Progress. 0%.
Got it. Let's 4-finger tap the middle.
Progress. 0%. $0 plus 0/S. Progress. 0%. Progress. Exclamation mark. Go to college. Progress. $0 plus $0 plus 0/S.
Middle 4-finger middle of the screen does not seem to work, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. Let's try our rotor action.
Characters.
All right, I'm sure characters works.
$, 0, space, left parent, plus, 0, /S.
Yeah, well, good. And it's always good to use characters so that you can hear. So we just found out that $sign has things in parentheses at the top. So that might be some kind of modifier. We get certain more money or we might lose money. So as it is right now, we don't really know what this modifier S is. So writing out abbreviations is useful when it comes to accessibility. It's just not going to be hard to learn it because this UI is so clean. It's beautiful. But The thing is, and what I mean beautiful, folks, so don't get caught up in the terminology. Beautiful in a sense that it is well written, well programmed, well coded. So beautiful is it's a very open, descriptive kind of adjective. You know, describing a noun. Yeah, when I say beautiful, I don't mean physical beauty. I mean technical beauty. So when I'm saying beautiful, that's what I mean by beautiful. Want to make sure we all know what I'm exactly talking about when I'm describing things. I'll often call interfaces, UIs, UXs, gorgeous, all kinds of very gushy kind of terminology. It's just because it's so clean and so well done. I don't like to be very mundane. I'm a very colorful, kind of like expressive person. All right, so now that we've figured out those work, let's try some more rotor controls.
Vertical navigation.
Okay, I got vertical navigation. Let's give that a try.
Knowledge, 15.
Oh, vertical navigation?
Strength, 15.
Beautiful. Vertical navigation's working.
To raise money for college, you have agreed to help in pick pumpkins. Pick pumpkins.
All right. All right. So, vertical navigation, great, works, which means we can sneak around.
Progress, 0%. Pick pumpkins.
All right, yeah. And I also tested vertical navigation, getting out of vertical navigation. One of the things you want to know is that when you use vertical navigation, some UIs will drag you right back to where you were when you weren't vertically navigating. So the cursor tends to be very rigid with blind and visually impaired games. So it doesn't like you to sneak out of your little box. And I like to get out of the box and go exploring wherever I want on the UI to find out exactly what's going on the menus, what exactly is going on in the paragraphs. I'm looking to move the information, and I usually, if I'm not running the tutorials and the first listens as I am doing today, I'm moving through this material rather quickly. And having the ability to come out where I want to come out is paramount to me for me to quickly analyze information, especially once I really start playing a game for a series. I'm swiping through these menus and things really quickly. So vertical navigation, AAA across the board, works great. Let's try a different form of navigation.
Headings.
Okay, heading is always really tricky because the thing is, with blind and visually impaired games, they're refreshing their content, so there isn't really a heading most of the time for them to find. So that headings don't work that well on VoiceOver on iOS isn't the developer's fault. It's a part of the operating system that makes it hard for VoiceOver to read it. It's just a technical thing that isn't the developer's problem. That's a problem with iOS's. It's basic down to the struts and bones of it that doesn't let VoiceOver know where a heading is, especially because of how it refreshes. So don't jump down developers' throats if they don't have headings. That isn't their fault. I've learned this a lot from working with developers, like working with the developer of Swordy Quest, I've really learned a lot from working with developers. I advise you, if you are a player, if you are a content creator, to really speak with developers in a respectful, kind way and really get to know what unique things that they're dealing with when it comes to a title, because you'll be surprised how hard they work to make it accessible to you. These folks literally spend thousands of hours trying to make these games accessible to you for very little compensation and a whole lot of complaining. And being positive for 2022 means not complaining about things that are going to be fixed. Remember, it will be fixed. If there's a problem, if there's an accessibility issue, if there's something that could be better, hear me out. If it's possible to make it better, it will happen. If it isn't possible to make it better, it won't happen. As simple as that. And I don't mean to be anecdotal. I don't mean to be like, smug or sarcastic. I just mean There are a lot of things that developers can fix, and there are a lot of things that developers cannot fix. Be loving, understanding, and kind. As I always say, love yourself and each other, and be kind all the time. All right. If I didn't mention, we're gonna be keeping we're not going to get into a lot. We're just really listening. A first listen is a really like tasting it. It's like tasting soft serve ice cream, a new flavor for the first time. We're really just tasting and touching tactily around. We're listening very intently to all the controls. We're pressing against the frames of the UI. We're pushing it to its limits to to determine whether there are any accessibility problems we're going to have. So far, everything here is A plus across the board, sweet, clean, magnificent. It's wonderful. I'll be very gushy. I'll be a little bit less gushy if there are problems. But so far, I haven't had any issues whatsoever. Everything's been very straightforward. If there's a problem, I've already stated it. I'm very straightforward about stating if there's a problem. I don't do any secretive, oh, this dev didn't know what they were doing. No, I'm always upfront about any critiques that I give. And by the way, what my ability to understand what devs do as far as things that are complex, like working with voiceover, remember, they know a lot more about it than we do. All of us consumers, we think we know what's going on with a game, but we don't know what the dev is dealing with how to program these games, how to code these games. We don't know what they're dealing with. So if you don't know, before you judge, send an email to dev, and you could definitely find a place to drop your critiques, and that is at the rating section in the App Store. This one can be found in the iOS App Store. I do not know if it is available on Android or the computer, but if when I find out that information, I'll drop a post in my community section and let all of you know, or I'll do a combined article on my Facebook page called, it's not a page, yeah, it is a page, Facebook page called Newdeath Gaming. So, same as the channel, that's Newdeath space, second word, Gaming, Newdeath Gaming. And if you want to email me any serious questions, or if you're a developer and you would like to work together, you'd like to sponsor me, you'd like to work with me, you'd like me to test for you, I would love to do so. I'm very good at finding any problems, any bugs, any issues. Very thorough. I am very proud of that ability. You can reach me at newdeath2014@gmail.com. Or you can also DM me on Twitter at MikeGrayNDG. And all my other socials are in the description. All right. So now that we've got more of our business taken care of, and Simer the Timer the Rhymer is moving, let's try to get more of Evelyn's farm examined. So we know that we're gaining knowledge, and I love it when I do love idle and incremental RPGs. Not always. Some of them can be rather simplistic and not very fun. I lose interest really quickly if a title isn't very fun, if it doesn't offer me really cool things to do. Now, this is a completely silent game so far. So I'm taking notice that I am getting messages back from voiceover. So probably if I was to play a game like this for the channel, I would definitely probably stream in a little bit of accessible music from YouTube library, copyright free. It would be music that would be completely able for me to stream. I might bring in Nature Space or RPG without their music selections, but I would bring in, of course, music I was allowed to use. Don't want to have any issues with copyright. But yeah, I would definitely probably stream a little quiet, nature, relaxing music to play, because this is a very relaxing title. So A plus across the board. The dev definitely kept true to themselves. They focused in on the primary mission, which was to make the game interface and it's functioning, clean, and tight. So A plus across the boards for focusing on functionality. It is fully Functional.
Progress. 0%.
All right, let us...
Pick pumpkin. To raise money for college. You have a pick
Oh, I
pumpkins.
forgot to try the headings.
Vertical nav. Headings.
Let's try headings.
Pick pumpkins. Heading not found. Heading not found.
Okay, headings does not work, so use vertical navigation. All right, let's try...
Sounds. On. Pick pumpkins.
Sounds are on.
Audio ducking. Off. Volume. 100%. Speaking rate. 65%. Volume. 100%. Pick
Volume's
pumpkins.
a little loud.
95%.
Let's lower volume a little bit.
Speaking rate. 65%. Words. Pick pumpkins.
Words.
Pick. Pick.
Words works.
Characters.
Characters works.
Tap. I. C. Vertical navigation. Pick headings. Pick vertical navigation.
All right, we're going to leave it on vertical navigations because we can use it.
Pick pumpkins. To raise money. Knowledge. 15.
All right.
Pick pumpkins. Pick pumpkins. Progress. 0. Pick pumpkins. To raise money for college. Progress. 0. Exclamation mark. Progress. 0. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Go to exclamation mark. Go to college.
Let's go up.
Pick,
I'm using
strength,
vertical
15.
navigation.
Knowledge. 0. Screen recording in progress. 223. $0.
Oh,
Plus 0
whoa.
slash S.
Oh, so we vertical navigated all the way up to the, that was kind of interesting. We vertically navigated all the way up to our status bars. So we probably could fix that. We don't want to be able to enter our UI. We don't want that personal information to pop up. So we could probably block it from going up into the UI. We could probably block the UI from letting us vertically navigate into the status bar, but that isn't a huge issue. So I don't think that matters.
Menu. Button. Knowledge. 15. Strength. 15. To raise money for college. Pick pumpkins. Progress. 0%. Exclamation mark. Progress. Pick pumpkins.
Let's pick pumpkins and find out how that works. It would be nice if there's buttons for everything. So if pick pumpkins could try to say pick pumpkins 3 times fast. You know, pick pumpkins, pick pumpkins, pick pumpkins. Pick pumpkins, pick pumpkins. Oh my God, that's a hard one. If everything had a button, beautiful. That'd be great.
Pick pumpkins. Rows of pumpkins as far as the eye can see. You need to load them into a truck.
Oh, cool. All right, so we need to load these pumpkins into a truck.
0/50 strength.
All right, 0/50 strength. All right, so I assume if we have enough strength, we've put enough effort, the pumpkins will be loaded in the truck.
Progress. 0%.
And that's our progress. We obviously know how that works.
Work. Button.
All right. I love it. Everything here is very consistent, A+ across the board. Consistency, folks, is everything. When devs have so many terminologies, a lot of roguelikes and RPGs and builders, there's a different term on every page. You're got like, what does this mean? Run. On this page, disappear. This page, escape. I'm like, could you please pick one term? I love it when devs use very, very uniform terminology. So I love that. I love the fact that this game is very uniform, very clean.
Progress. Work. Button.
Let's go ahead and...
Back. Back.
Oh, there's... And thank you so much for the backs. The back buttons are beautiful. You'd be surprised how many titles don't have a back button. They have a clip, a boop, a deep, no back. Simple 4 letters. Back tells me exactly what I'm going to do when I double tap. Double tap information. Oh man, it's really hard to find, but it's here.
Work. Button.
Let's work.
Work.
Nice button on that work. Now we got to go up and find out what we did.
Back. Button. Back. Work. Progress. 60%.
Oh, we made it?
30/50 strength.
All right, great, good. So we worked. I do believe we accomplished this goal.
Rows of pumpkins as far as the eye can. Pick pumpkins. Pick pumpkins. Rows of 30/50 strength.
Let's just work some more. I'm not sure if we went over the amount of work we needed to do. It's a little hard. Again, I will read the guide. This is a first listen, so I didn't go through the guide online. I don't typically like to be on the internet when I'm streaming, for personal information. I like to keep everything safe for myself. I can't see what's going on the screen, so if somebody's just looking at my information, I don't want them seeing personal information that I don't know it's being shown. So I will very rarely show you any of the screens that I use. Occasionally you'll see my home pages and stuff like that, but I'm very sensitive about that. I don't like any personal information showing.
Progress. 60%.
Let us work again.
Work. Button.
Let's work again.
Work. Don't you wish you could smash them instead? Plus $500.
I don't want to smash. Oh, smashing pumpkins? Ah, nice joke. I love that. James Center, you have such a sneaky little sense of humor there. Yeah, I wish I was Smashing Pumpkins. It's a great group. I love their music. Um,
Pick pumpkins. Pick pumpkins.
let's find out if we did anything
Don't you
else.
wish you could smash them instead? Plus
I
$500.
I got plus $500, so we made some money. So that's our first money. Yay! We made money.
Continue. Button. Continue. Don't you wish you could smash them
All
instead?
right, we don't want
Plus
to smash
$500.
it. That's cute though. Let's continue because we made money.
Continue. Button. Continue.
All right, cool.
$500 plus 0 slash S.
Oh yeah, we got our first money, y'all. That's awesome. We made money.
Menu. Button. Knowledge. 15.
Knowledge.
Strength. 15.
Strength 15.
To raise money for college. You have agreed to progress. 0%. Exclamation mark. Talk to Evelyn.
All right.
Progress. 0%. Exclamation mark. Go to college.
Okay, we can't go to college yet.
Progress. 1%.
What? Oh, we made it. 1% toward going to college. Yay. Yeah, looks like we're getting our money for college. Now, I do believe the guide will probably tell us what's the meaning of all these different uh, numbers that we're filling up. But yeah, and if you have played this game to completion, please don't tell me all the secrets. Please, if you want to comment and you want to say how much you like this game, please leave that comment in the comments. But please don't spoil the game for me. I don't have any idea what's going to happen. It would be ideal if I could play it without knowing what's going to happen. Because right now, I love it when I don't know what's going to happen. So please don't spoil it for me. Thank you very much. Thank you for being loving. Please don't give me any spoilers. I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh my God, NDG, you're so silly. I know I am. I know it takes me a while to get going. But please no spoilers. But if you want to leave some really cool stuff in the comments, I apologize for anybody who I don't get back to you on your comments. I really want you to know I'm really making it one of my New Year's resolutions to answer every single comment this year. It's a lot, and I'm very blessed to have it. So I want you to know that I am very, very blessed to have your comments. I am very blessed to have your likes. I'm very blessed to have your subscriptions. Please stay with me, trust me, and we'll keep finding more games because, I find the RPG gifts that accessibly exist and bring them to you off from the indie roguelike builders. Simon and Ryder, the timer has just said it's time up. We've been recording for a good 40 plus minutes. But yeah, I find the accessible gifts that, RPG exist, and I switched it around back and forth, but I try to bring them to you so you don't have to listen out for them. You don't have to listen for them anywhere in the communities. I try to find them. There's a list of resources in my description box below. Definitely double tap and move down there, expand the description. With VoiceOver works really well. If you expand the description, you can find my links in there. They'll all pop up. I try to put primary links at the top of my description, but please scroll through the entire description. There are so many links there for you to pop on. You can get to links easy by activating links on your rotor through your settings in iOS. And then you can swipe through each link. Sometimes they're easy to understand. I try to put information before each link so you know what you're getting. Like I'll say Evelyn's Farm in the App Store. Find it here. Link. Evelyn's Farm guide on the internet. Link. James Center developer. More games by James Center. Link. So I try to make sure I write the information and then the link so you can find it here. Okay, but that looks like we're going to wrap it up right here. I really like this game. I do believe I will be playing this. I will try to play this maybe on a Tuesday. I might play it Tuesday or Fridays. Those are two of my open days in between my other activities. This seems like a nice have coffee, chill kind of game. I'll put a little background music, copyright-free music into it. I encourage other content creators to play this and tell me what you think about it. If you'd like to collaborate on this project, I certainly would love to collaborate with you. I am back from vacation. It's time to get started. It's time to get going. It is time to get rolling. And this is a beautiful start of 2022. This is Evelyn's Farm, EVELYN space FARM by James Center. JAMES space CENTER, I do believe. But you can find it by putting in the first part, Evelyn's Farm, in the iOS store search, and it will pop up. If there's another advertisement in front of it, just go down a little bit, touch navigate, and you'll find Evelyn's Farm right underneath it. Tell them you were sent there by Newdeath Gaming, Michael Gray. And thank you all very much. It means the world to me that you all are with me here on the first day of 2022. I thank you very much. Life with Sweetie Belle has said she might perhaps be reviewing this game soon, and I hope she does, and I hope you go ahead and watch her review of it. If she does review it, I will drop the link of her review inside of the description for you to go check out. And I want to say Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, belated, everything belated. Hope you have a wonderful start of your new year. Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your day. And I always say, love yourself, each other, always be kind, and I will hear you soon. Take care.